In a world filled with vast empires, none seemed as formidable as the Soviet Union, a colossus that occupied a sixth of the Earth's landmass. At its peak, it wielded 45,000 nuclear warheads, enough to obliterate all life on Earth. Its armies spanned across land, sea, and sky, and it boasted scientific prowess that launched humans into space. Yet, despite these colossal resources, vast oil and gas reserves, expansive agricultural lands, and a fiercely nationalistic populace, its existence was remarkably fleeting, only 69 years from inception to dissolution. How did such a gargantuan empire collapse so swiftly? The story begins amidst the ruins of the Russian Empire in 1917. The Bolshevik revolutionaries, seeking a Marxist utopia, toppled Tsar Nicholas II. This newfound state sought to abolish class distinctions, collectivizing wealth to serve the communal interest, a dream that morphed into a nightmare of bureaucratic paralysis and rampant oppression. From its inception in 1922, the Soviet Union transformed from an idealistic experiment under Lenin and Stalin into a repressive police state. Suspicion alone could brand one an enemy of the people, sure to face either execution or life in labor camps known as gulags, where starvation and toil reigned. This suppression was not confined to skeptics. It targeted the nation's elite, the wealthy, officials, intellectuals, and industrialists, deeming them expendable in the puritanical pursuit of communism. World War II tested the might of the Soviet Union as it repelled German forces and emerged victorious. Subsequently, it asserted its influence over much of Eastern Europe, binding these nations politically, economically, and militarily under the Warsaw Pact. This post-war landscape spawned a new global order, the Cold War, a bipolar standoff between the Soviet bloc and its American counterpart, casting a shadow over the world. Yet by the 1950s and 60s, the inefficiencies of a centrally planned economy began to emerge. Despite vast resources, the Soviet economy lagged behind Western counterparts. Leaders attempted reforms, while also clamping down on freedoms, counterintuitively sparking greater discontent. Mikhail Gorbachev, ascending to power in 1985, recognized the need for change. His policies of perestroika, economic reform, and glasnost, political openness, aimed to revitalize the Soviet Union. While intending to rejuvenate socialism, he inadvertently unleashed forces that would unravel it. Economic mismanagement left store shelves bare, while glasnost revealed the repressive roots of the regime, fueling desires for true freedom. The crack in the Soviet facade widened as non-Russian republics and Warsaw Pact states yearned for independence. The tide of change was unstoppable. A chain reaction ignited in Poland, followed by Hungary, Germany, and other satellite states. Efforts to cling to power by staging a coup against Gorbachev in 1991 failed spectacularly, with Boris Yeltsin emerging as a symbol of democratic resistance. By December 1991, the Soviet Union had dissolved into its constituent republics, marking the end of an era. Gorbachev resigned, and the once unified superstate was consigned to history. In a poignant postscript, he later appeared in a pizza commercial in the United States, an emblem of the capitalist world he once stood in contrast to, embodying both the irony and transformation of modern history. In retrospect, the Soviet Union's collapse serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of autocracy, the limits of control, and the inherent resilience of the human desire for freedom and autonomy. It reminds us that even the mightiest of structures can crumble under the weight of their contradictions, leaving room for new stories to unfold in their wake. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe bell, give us a like, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.